Hey guys, Autumn here, and welcome to a more relaxed and less structured painting that I was working on. As you can tell, hopefully, it's a mermaid. It's loosely based off of another painting that I did of a similar looking mermaid with the cloak and the red sash. This time I kind of elongated the body, and I was just kind of working on proportions, really. But the main reason I did this painting was I was dealing with a little bit of, not necessarily artist block, but a lack of inspiration for a painting. I didn't know what I wanted to draw, I didn't know what I wanted to paint. I think for the most part that can be blamed on I was watching a lot of gaming videos and not really thinking about anything creative, and kind of obsessing over the new Detroit Become Human video game, because if you haven't seen it, it's really, really cool. So that may be something I want to play in the future. But otherwise, I didn't really know what I wanted to paint, and I knew I needed to get a video ready for Friday, today. So I decided to go back to something that I like to paint a lot, which is mermaids. If I don't have an idea, it's kind of my go-to drawing. I'll draw a person, and then instead of worrying about leg proportions and proportions in general, I just draw a mermaid and make her look really loose and free. So that's what I did. Initially, I was drawing the characters from Detroit Become Human. I had a sketch of Alice, and this was going to be a sketch of Kara, but instead of continuing with the way she looked, which was exactly like Kara, I made her into a different character and then into a mermaid to get myself off of the idea of, well, I could just do a lot of fan art. So instead of going down the route of fan art, I went down the route of, okay, well, she can look like her a little bit, but we're going to move into something that is not based on something else. So I went with this mermaid, and it was pretty good for practicing hands as well, because I don't draw hands very often. I don't love the way they came out, but they are better than hands I've drawn in the past. So I guess what I'm trying to say for this is, if you're dealing with a lack of creativity, or you're focused on something else that isn't what you want to draw, or something you can't draw but you want to be able to in the future, or something along those lines, go back to whatever you're most comfortable drawing. I am extremely comfortable when it comes to drawing mermaids because I've always drawn them. It's just something that I love to do. If I'm bored, I'll doodle them. If I'm tired and I need to draw something, I'll doodle them. And it's just nice to work on because the tails are very fluid and I know what I'm doing and it's comfortable. So if you don't know what you want to draw, or you're having a hard time coming up with ideas, always go back to something that you know how to draw. Do something that's going to get you into a creative mood and will allow you to move forward with whatever idea you have in your head, but you can't put down on paper for whatever reason. So now for the process of this painting. As I said, she was originally a sketch of Kara, who is an android and Become Human, in Detroit Become Human. And I decided to make her a mermaid. So what I did was I added the shawl, cloak thing that she has around her top, which is something I like to do in my mermaids because it's kind of like, oh, they took a sail from an old boat and they turned it into a cloak. She has a locket from the other mermaid that I did. She is wearing a captain's sash or a soldier's sash. I don't remember what it's called. And she has a really bright pink skirt on. The skirt was meant to be like, oh, she found some woman's fashion in a chest or in the ocean somewhere and decided to take it for herself and wear it. And it also looked really cute. So the colors I used were, I just used I think it's just a normal brown from the Winsor Newton set that I have, the yellow ochre, the red, and the blues from the Winsor Newton set. The quinacridone magenta is the skirt because I really love that color, and the gray is just a toned down black from another set of watercolor tubes that I have. And That's about it. You'll also notice background is kind of a gradient, so it goes from light at the top to dark at the bottom, which is actually how light goes through the ocean. It tends to be lighter towards the top where more sunlight can penetrate, and then very, very dark towards the bottom because light can't pass through the lower layers of water as easily. That's about all I have to say. There will be another video on Monday, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone!
Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to check out another one over there, and if you want to see the full playlist for this series, check out over here. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!